Before we jump into this episode, I want to invite you to join our community to help you become a better steward, scale to billions, and ultimately give more or all of it away. All I want you to do is to click the subscribe button right now. I love your support. It's incredible to see your comments, and we're just getting started. I can't wait to go on this journey with you. Thank you so much for subscribing. It means the world to me. Welcome to the Build to Billions podcast, where we guide successful entrepreneurs and investors on the journey from millions to billions. We believe the key to scaling and compounding your wealth and life starts every single day with the mindset and practice of stewardship over ownership and applying billionaire biblical principles. Our ultimate goal is to help you scale and compound your wealth and life so you can give more or all of it away to help MVPs. My name is Brett Swartz, and I'm excited to be your host today because I get to interview an amazing individual who has tremendous experience. He's going to bring some unique insights around investing, around some unique tax strategy here. And he's from one of my most greatest city in the world, San Diego. At least that's where he's at now. And we're going to be talking about measured risk. How to build a measured risk portfolio. Our guest is going to share all about that and so much more. Please welcome to the show with me, Mr. Larry Kriesmer. Larry, how are we doing?
Good, great. Thank you, Brett. That's an energetic introduction. Hopefully I'll keep up with you.
No, I'm sure you will. And usually I have your whole bio in front of me, but since our lines got crossed here, I don't have that in front of me. So it'd be great just for the listeners to hear a little bit more about your story and your current focus.
Yeah, absolutely. We are a registered investment advisor, RIA, and we've been in that model since 2007. And my business partner and I have been together for now something longer than 20 plus years. We measure by how old his youngest son is because his wife wasn't pregnant with him when we got together. So it's been a long time, very successful partnership. And I started out in business as a life insurance agent, very humble beginnings. Got interested in the wealth management side of things, went through a sort of a process of discovery, and actually, we got a brief second. I'll just talk about the origin story. I mean, we were trained on building portfolios in a very traditional method, the diversification with stocks and bonds. And over time, what my partner and I realized was that most of the return was coming from our decisions on where we would allocate money, like whether it was large cap or small cap or mid cap or bonds, right? That really is the determinant of where you're going to get your return from. And not very much was coming from the managers that we referred the money to. So stock timing and selection is not particularly part of the rate of return decision. So late in the 90s, we started to take that responsibility on our own and started using ETFs to get exposure to the broad sectors and build really well-diversified portfolios. And it was in the tech bubble that burst at the end of the 90s where I got my first kind of slap across the face with diversified portfolios not doing well. And when the market started to turn south in 2000 and 2001, again in 2002, we'd get a call from a client asking, Larry, how much worse do you think this can get? And the reality was I had no answer. In fact, we were blazing new territory together. And that was really not good. It was a bad experience for the client. It was a bad experience for me as an advisor. And, it shook me because people that had taken my advice and bought the things I recommended were now, pretty much panicking. I couldn't assure them of any kind of downside limit. They watched their portfolios drop by 10% and then by 15% and then by 20%. And when they asked for help, there is no answer, or there was no answer. So that was really the crucible under which I decided as an industry and as a career, I did not want to do this again. I did not want to go through this process. And it led me to really search for a different solution. And that different solution has now manifested itself as measured risk portfolios. And I can now answer honestly and really down to a very small finite dollar amount how much risk is in somebody's portfolio. And that creates a whole different kind of experience when you go through negative time periods.
Absolutely. Larry Kriesmer, everybody, and spelled Kriesmer. You can learn and connect with him by going to measuredriskportfolios.com, measuredriskportfolios.com. So if you like this little short clip of the interview I just did, click over here to watch the full interview. And please don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much, everybody.